clearly is censorship. Yeah, there are things that people do to get around the censorship as well. So that's their main priority.
You can't say this, you can't say that. How are you supposed to interact with China?
The Chinese really take it to the next level. These people literally eat anything that moves.
I encountered Asian stereotypes. Never encountered
China
Asian stereotypes.
made
It's
trained.
I didn't know that.
Opening up and freedom of expression.
Chinese censorship is as strict as it's portrayed in the West. I think it's not as strict as portrayed in the West, but there clearly is censorship. Like, for example, there's certain things you can't do on social media platforms that you can't do on Douyin, but you can do on TikTok. For example, on Douyin, you can't, like, girls can't show cleavage, but obviously on TikTok, everyone knows you can. You can't talk about certain things on most of the social media platforms like Weibo, WeChat, Douyin. Douyin, in fact, even when they're live streaming, they have some kind of a algorithm that picks up certain phrases and words and will bar you for like a certain period of time if they pick that up. So they can even do that live, right? Like, the technology is there for them to monitor live content and react instantly. But is it strict as the West portrays it is? I think 100% no. I think, first of all, the government has way too many things to worry about than what you're doing and what you're posting on social media, right? Like, they've got a country of 1.5 billion people to run, trying to keep up with the pressure of a fast-growing economy, meeting GDP demands. As long as the government keeps performing and meeting those kind of growth demands, GDP demands, then people can trust them. So that's their main priority. It's not to censor some random brand, some random content creator, and really focus on you. As much as we all like to think we're center of the world, we're not. They got bigger things to worry about. I think as long as you focus on your brand, your content, entertaining, building affinity with your customers, you're fine. You don't need to worry about censorship. Basically, just don't talk about politics. Anything else, you're pretty much okay. As soon as you start to politicize what you do and what your brand stands for, then it becomes a problem. There are some things that people do. So, for example, the Me Too movement is obviously like Me Too, as in like, you know, M-E-T-O-O. But in China, it's Me Too, which means rice rabbit. It just sounds like, so they use the emoji of bowl of rice and the rabbit to do it, to try and get around the censorship. So yeah, there are things that people do to get around the censorship as well. But they're also generally around things that are not as important to the government, right? So if it's like the Me Too movement or whatever, they're not really that bothered about it. There's so many things you can do as a brand to create content. There's so many changes between generations. There's so many cultural tensions you can latch onto to create amazing content that helps to inspire people, that helps to create a genuine social good and contribute to the society, to give people direction, to be purposeful, to be meaningful. There's no need to politicize what you're doing and who you are. Do these other things and genuinely contribute to society, then you never have to worry about government and politics and censorship.